Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chioma Stitches. Today we are making this beautiful dress, and of course a gazillion step has already passed before I decided to record, and I'm sorry for that. But this is a bustier drafting method, and I have so many of that on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of bustier drafting techniques on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. For this we are working with a bustier method and also a basic dart. As you can see, this has a bust dart and a waist dart. That's what I'm showing you right now. And so to achieve your bust dart and waist dart, you just use your bust point as a guide to do this, and I have a tutorial on it as well on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. But this one I'm going to be giving you techniques or tricks on how I achieved this gorgeous gown, and some of the things that I had to do that you may not have noticed in other fashion. As you can see, there is a layer of net underneath this lace, so that's what I'm showing you by pulling it up, and I used the lamination method to put this together. Also, you can see that I used a skin tone fabric underneath, and the fabric I used is called crepe. And for the keyhole opening, I used a bias. I used the bias to conceal the keyhole opening, and it gave it a neat finishing. When laminating your fabric or a lace like this that is transparent, using a tulle or a net fabric that is also transparent, you have to make sure to properly melt your hemming gum so that it doesn't show. And this is a well drafted, a well cupped bustier. I used an already made cup to do this, and I have a full tutorial on how I use this method on my YouTube channel as well, so you can go ahead and check this out. So I use the same fabric for both the lining and the main fabric before topping it up with the lace fabric. And then for the lace fabric, I added tulle like I've mentioned, and that tulle kind of gave it a skin like effect. You see the finished work, and you see how this came out looking really so nice. The neckline for this dress is a turtleneck, as you can see, and this is the sleeve of the dress. So I drafted a basic sleeve, and then I cut it into half by the bicep, and I replaced the upper layer with a straight fabric, this one that is in square, and then for the square part I had to now cut it like a basic sleeve. So I divide it in half. This is around 6.8 or 7, and then I mark out the 6.8 or 7, divide the bust measurement into 12, and then whatever you get, you come down by that measurement and then give it a curve, the basic sleeve curve. And I just had to go ahead and cut it out like so. So I went ahead to give it a cut, to give it that basic sleeve shape. Alright, and then I cut out a tulle. After cutting it out, I had to cut out a tulle fabric that I used for the that's a mesh, that I used to cover it as the top layer for this part of this half of the sleeve. Alright, so this is now the sleeve pattern. Look at that. That is the basic sleeve shape, although it is now bigger than this other one because we're going to be gathering it to be the same length as the lower part of the sleeve. Alright, so I cut out this straight tulle that I'm going to be gathering on it. I'm going to go ahead and run a loose stitch on the tulle on the top layer and on the lower layer, and I'm going to be gathering it on around the sleeve, the top layer of this sleeve, the part that has the basic sleeve cutting. I'm going to show us how we do that. So I lay down the tulle fabric, as you can see, and then I bring out the lace fabric, and when you open up your lace fabric, I had to put it like this so I can show us. So I'm going to go ahead and take it by the end like this, and I'm going to start gathering it all around, and I'm going to show us that when I'm done gathering it. Also, I'm going to be gathering a piece of the tulle as well around the turtleneck neckline. Alright, but in this case I cut it to be just 1 inch in the width, but the length can be as long as you want because you want it to be very full. So I'm going to be gathering the tulle around the neckline. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at how I'm gathering it. So basically I just had to, this is my tulle, and the width is 1 inch, so I'm just going to keep folding it in. As you fold it in, you sew on it. This effect is going to give us exactly what I want, and look at how it looks from the inside, and this is it from the outside. This is it completely, and do well to conceal it neatly and make sure it is neatly arranged. So I opened up the middle of the turtleneck because we are going to be adding a rope on each end. This is how it looks from the back, and this is it in front. Here I've added only one rope at the top layer of the turtleneck neckline. I've not added the rope at the lower part of the turtleneck neckline. That is why you see the gaping. By the time you add that other rope, everything comes together when you tie the two of them together. Don't forget to come back for the part 2 of this tutorial so that you see how we completely finished up this gown. See ya!